System shut down.
Howdy, howdy. Alrighty, we're going to pick up right where we left off yesterday. You can see we are drawing Zach in his business suit making a business deal? Question mark. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for this one. I think this one's going to be really fun. Alright, so yesterday we drew the briefcase. It opens in sort of a natural way. Let me see. It doesn't like... Okay, the hinge. The hinge. I can fix that. 1, 2. Let's see. This is the wrong frame. Right here. This one. Right? Oh, the professional creators app making this hard. Every time I select something over here on the layer panel, it should highlight on the timeline. Why have they not figured that out? Rage, rage. Okay. 1, 2. There we go. 1, 2. Good. Starting off sassy. Okay. There we go. Don't worry, I can handle it. We'll select the handle and we'll just like hinge it back like even more. Like, yes, it looks flat. Yeah. But I think we can get away with that. I think we can get away with that. Daisy Nation assemble. Drewman is here. We drew a briefcase? Oh man. Every time I talk about drawing, I'm secretly sending signals. Let's see. Let's clean this up. I'll clean that away. Okay. That looks okay-ish. No, it doesn't look okay. That weird detail I just moved because it's... How did this get messed up? What happened? What happened? I'm gonna grab this. 1, 2. Copy this. We'll move it down. Like this. Okay, jeez. That like bottom part was like moving and now it's not. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, I fixed it. That's... Should it like hinge back more? I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Hi, Willow. Good news, everyone. Good news, everyone. My 3D printer ran all night with success. Never, ever, ever trust your 3D printer to run overnight. That's what I've learned. But mine did a good job, so I'm proud of it. I had like a duplication of a bunch of little charms I've been making, and I printed like as many as it could possibly do, and it said it was going to take like 10 hours. And I was like, okay. And I like, you know, walked out of the room with that like longing look over my shoulder, like, please, please, please do not let me come to my room tomorrow and see just an absolute freaking mess. If you don't know, 3D printers are kind of dumb in that they can't tell. Okay, like, when you get these 3D printers, they say that they're smart. They're like, oh, they have sensing, so that if, like, the printer, you know, makes a mistake, it should stop printing. We've had printers, these 3D printers, for so long now, and for some reason we still don't know how to, like, tell when something's gone wrong. But the 3D printer will just continue printing if there's a mistake. And you might be wondering, like, well, like, what mistake might it make? Sometimes the filament that you're, like, printing with just, like, doesn't connect with the model, or, like, I don't know, maybe it didn't bond with the surface, or, I don't know, alignment slip, anything. And then you'll just, like, show up after a large print job, and this, like, spindly plastic, like, melted plastic stuff will be all over the place. And you have to clean it up, and it's just a huge waste. It's a huge bummer. It's a huge bummer. Whether it's man or machine, no one claims to be as smart as they say they are. Well, that's just what I'm, like, frustrated with, because they, like, advertise it. They're like, it's got smart sensing, so you won't waste this expensive material. I'm like, great, well, sort it out, because I'm still wasting material. And, like, I don't think anyone's 3D printer can figure it out. Oh, man. I have two 3D printers, and both of them have problems with it. One of them is you know, like, it's like a plastic printer, and the other one is a resin printer, and it is the craziest thing I have. I think it's completely nuts. Resin 3D printing is the messiest, mildly dangerous thing. My resin 3D printer, when there's a mistake, I don't know how to describe it. Resin goes everywhere. Let's just say that. Like, catastrophe. Poisonous resin all over the floor. How about that? It's so bad. It's so bad. Resin 3D printers are crazy. They make cool prints, though. They make really solid, high quality stuff. But oh my god, it is a nightmare. Like, you better know what you're doing if you bust out the resin 3D printer. That's why I've got two, one for, like, testing, so that I don't destroy the other machine with, like, an incompatible print or something like that. It's awful. It's awful. Okay, let's keep going with this. I'm gonna draw Zach's other arm here. I do love my 3D printer. It's just, it's a labor of love. It's, like, so much work. The resin one. I like my little plastic one. FDM printer, I think it's called. It does the job. It does the job. Actually, that's not where his hand would be. I'm trying to make it so that it's, like... I'm gonna have to come back and clean all this up. His hand should be over there, right? Hi, Honey Queen! 50% machine, 50% printer, 100% dumb. The resin printer would have a problem and it would just like stop everything. And then if you told it to ignore the problem, which, okay, I did do that. Maybe I'm it was like, hey, there's a printing error. And I was like, no, there's not, you dumb printer, just do it. And if you don't know, like, resin is, it like creates really hard material once it cures. And so essentially what would happen is it would like puncture its internal components. Like I had it like straight up like stab itself, and that was how resin got everywhere. Because it had like this broken print that was moving around and it was this like sharp edge. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this has happened. It was terrible. That's my printer story. That's my 3D printer story. Don't get a 3D printer. That's not true. You can get a 3D printer, but oh my god. You better be ready. No, it's fun. I really enjoy it. I like 3D printing a lot. Okay, I'm really struggling with this. I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna go. Who cares? I'll sort it out. Me with my 3D printer. Okay, here's his arm. He's reaching to the briefcase. I just love that this is just like... It's so... not anatomically how do you say this? Anatomically what? Anatomy. The anatomy is not right. Anatomically. I'll just... Y'all know what I'm saying. I don't need to... I said it yesterday. You want words, get a languager. I draw pictures. Here I draw pictures. Okay, here it is. This is his hand. Okay, hang on, problem. We need him to like draw or like grab papers and like throw it into the briefcase, but his hands are white, so what color is the paper? We can make like yellow papers. Could do that. Anatomically. Okay. I was like, it can't be that. Anatomically. I said, did I start to say anatomically and I just like decided that couldn't be right? I don't remember anymore. Thank you. Oh man. Okay, he's shuffling the papers in. Maybe he's like this. Maybe it's got like this like swoopy motion. Like this. Here we go. He's throwing it. I don't like this. I don't like this pose. I don't like this pose. I don't like this pose. I'm deleting this. I'm deleting this. We don't need that hand. 1, 2. I don't need that hand either. I know what I'm doing now. I got it. I got it. No one worry. He's so stretchy. Here we go. I really like this, like, it's not rubber hose, but just like pretending like the characters just like don't have anatomy, they don't have any like physics to them. I like just saying like whatever. Just go crazy with it. I like that. It's freeing. It's freeing as someone who went to art school and had to do anatomy lessons, like, for months and months. Just like, whatever. That's a hand. Deal with it. I'm not sure if that reads exactly. Looks like he's just like patting it. He's just like giving the suitcase a good pat. That's a weird name. It's 4 different people. New Ed, Nettie, Anna, Tom, Ick, and Lee. That's pretty fast. That's pretty quick. Nice. Okay, we're patting the suitcase. That's great and all, but that's not exactly what I was trying to go for. Maybe let me hide this frame. Hide this frame in. You know, hang on. Something I need to do before I get carried away is this. I really like this frame. I keep looking at this one. I can see it in like the hidden folders. I like that one a lot. That one's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna put this layer here. Paste. This is gonna be just a problem. I just need to make sure this gets put together before we have just all these layers done. Oops. No, that works. Okay, now he is behind the table and he rests his arms on the table. This is what I wanted to happen. That seems good. It's a little tedious. It's a little tedious. There we go. This one. I don't have anything done with that. That's fine. Shoot, but this one, he's not gonna have his tie seen, right? Oh, you can still see it. Is that okay then? I'm gonna say it's okay. There we go. I just had to crop that before I had to do it with like 100 layers. Uh oh, his hand though. I'll sort it out. I'll sort it out later. Paste. How many more frames? 3, 4. Dude, I'm so excited for Deltarune. I've been thinking about it. I'm gonna brush up on my Deltarune knowledge. Brush up on my theory crafting. Re-listen to all the music, get ultra familiar with all the motifs. There we go. We're good. We caught up. Yay! Again, the problem is like, dude, I've got like plans. I've got artist alleys to prepare for. I've got all sorts of stuff happening this month. I'm like, where am I gonna find the time? Here's the other thing. I have to stay so disciplined until I can finally like sit down and just like completely absorb all of it. Because I've said it before, but like I swear, like I turn into like a different person if my favorite thing gets spoiled. It brings out the worst in me. Like, this is literally my favorite thing. Oh man. I like experiencing things like completely blind. It's hard, right? I don't know, when's the last time y'all played a video game without looking like a single thing up? Like from start to finish. I used to like test myself with this. It's so like arbitrary, but like arbitrary, right? There's an R there. I'm just struggling today. Please, no one tease me. I think this is working. Okay, he's like grabbing things and shuffling them in. Yeah. So maybe we don't even need to have, okay. This is good. This is working. Cool art style. Hey, thank you. I'm sure you've been asked 100 times, which segment are you animating? No one's asked that. I like to keep it a secret until the video drops, though. I tend not to give any hints. Try to keep it on the down low. I've got lots of OneyPlays animated, and I like to just kind of work on it and say like, oh, I'm making something, be on the lookout. I've got a little playlist, you can check it out if you'd like to. But I also have other streams that I've been working on where it's just like, you know, taking it day by day, scene by scene. But this is Zach, in case that's not clear, I'll give you that. It's obvious, right? They're making a business deal. In the bit, they are not making a business deal. I'm just adding it because it's silly. Every time I play a video game or watch a movie or anything, I don't even watch trailers. Okay, so you're saying you don't ever look anything up while you're playing something. I always succumb to it. I always end up getting like stuck or something, and I'm like, I like get mad at myself. Genuinely. I'm like, dang it, I failed. And it happens like all the time. I'm gonna do like a fan, like a whoosh. Does that make sense? I think so. Okay, and this one, maybe we do like another like swoosh, swish arm. Arbitrary. Thank you, Willow. See, I would know how to say it if I could see it written out. I'm always saying it. I need some visual. I need a visual so I can know how to talk. There you go. Is it a curled hand? No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Delete this. Barber Terry Lee. Is that your trio for arbitrary? I always try to use the big words that I know, and then I end up embarrassing myself on stream. Guys, is arbitrary a big word? On a 1 to 10 scale. You want to know the most ridiculous word I know? This is a real word. Brobdingdangian. I have to Google it to make sure I'm not a fool. Guess what Brobdingdangian means? It means giant, as in large. Quite big. Brobdingdangian. That's the stupidest word I ever heard in my life. Why wouldn't you just say big? That's a big word. That's a 10 out of 10 big word, yeah? Okay, I'm cleaning this up. It's such a mouthful of a word. Who would ever say that? Who would ever say that? Just like... It's a word that shows up on like SATs and you're just like, what on earth is this? I honestly think this swish was better. I'm just gonna do this one. I'll delete this one. Okay, and we'll draw some papers flying in. Okay, on the swish, some papers. He's like grabbing the papers and like flinging them in. That makes sense, right? Okay, and then on this frame, they would like settle, right? What are you saying? What is lugubrious? What is that? Wait, this is amazing. Lugubrious, looking around, sad and dismal. That is a fantastic word. Am I saying it right? No, lugubrious. Lugubrious. I see the pronunciation. That is fantastic. Can we have a word of the day segment? I love learning new words. I find it interesting that I've, like, you know, lived my whole life and there's like words I don't know. I kind of have a weird fascination about it. Lugubrious. It's like melancholy. It's like, they're like similar words. There's just a lot of words for looking around, sad and dismal. That's what it says. Isn't that just wonderful? Amazing. Okay, he's reaching for another paper. He flings another paper. Let's grab this one. We should just have like vocab word segments for every stream. So 1, I can be marked down as educational. 2, I will probably absorb that knowledge and become smarter. Nothing's worse than trying to sound smart using a big word that you think you know, and then everyone just looks at you and they're like, is that the word you meant to say? I don't know, was it? Oh man. I think it's working. He's throwing those papers in. And then they should stack, yeah? Let's do this one. Okay. Stack paper 1, copy. Paste. Good, good, good. Now he's got a stack of papers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that they could float, but I mean, it's a pretty quick thing. He's just like shuffling him in at like top speed. That's awesome. It's a little fast. You can definitely slow it down. The problem is, there's gonna be a little bit of talking during this segment where he's like shuffling the papers in, so maybe we should make this last like a tiny bit longer. I could do that. I could do that. Oh man. Let's see, let's see. Oops, oops. I gotta see if this is a real word. Oh my god. Just dude. Just one dude. People out there saying, what on earth is that? Let me try. Okay, I'm looking at the pronunciation here. What? Flax? Flock? Flocknification? I'm missing so many syllables. That is crazy. Instead of saying worthless, dude, that's me. In my pretentious era, in my villain era, I would be using words like this. I'd call, like, my arch nemesis that. Flockinolific. Why are there so many N's? There's so many C's? Flockinolification. I don't know. Oh no. I watched 4 ads to get to this stream. Well, I just learned a new word to describe. Those ads are flockinolification. Worthless. I'll just say worthless. I'm gonna get like a big like coat made out of puppies, like in 101 Dalmatians. I'll just be Cruella de Vil. And I'll just walk around saying words like that one. Like that one. Like that word I can't say. I can't figure out how to say it. And I'll say, oh man, you look so lugubrious today. Once the hero finds me, you're looking so lugubrious. What's wrong? Is it because I made this coat of puppies? Are you sad about that? Sorry. Sorry. That's what villains do. Oh my god. This word of the day segment has quickly gotten out of hand for me because I straight up can't I can't even read. I can't be expected to read new words and figure out how to pronounce them live. How do papers float? Papers float. Wait, another one. A constitutional element. That one's not too bad. You should add so much paper shuffling that the dialogue is inaudible, and that would make things easier for me. Yeah, that's a good idea. Paper floats. It floats. And then maybe his... Oh, I know. Idea. Delete this. His arm, like... We'll just add, like, a smear for this. I forgot. I'm actually supposed to be animating right now. I'm actually supposed to be animating and not, like, learning new words. There we go. Swish. Swish. More of a swish. More of a swish, like this. There we go. Okay, and the paper would gently float, right? Like up. What does that look like? What does that look like? We'll watch that back. It's a little bit better. It's slower for sure. Yeah, okay. Bread. Bread! Hi, Bread. Should I just call you Bread? Happy to have you back. Okay, I'm looking up this one. I know bug words. I could flex on y'all with some bug words that nobody will know what they are. My favorite word is sternocleidomastoid, muscle in the sides of the neck. Oh yeah. That one seems familiar from my anatomy classes, yeah. Yeah, I know, like, words that describe, like, the side part of, like, a dragonfly wing. It's like, what is that for? You guys know that a butterfly's, like, drinking straw mouth is called a proboscis? Does that count for word of the day? Word of the day flexing words that nobody knows. My favorite word is cucumber. That's a good one. Thank you, Whitey K. Very wholesome. Oh, man. Man, there's so many words I don't know. Y'all ready for some more bug facts? I could drop some bug facts. Paste. Okay, this paper flies in, it floats down. Excuse me. No, this frame. This frame. Okay, it floats down. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, I did something wrong. That thing I complained about earlier where you select a frame in Procreate and then it doesn't highlight it on the left panel. Or excuse me, the right panel. Bummer. Why have they done this? Okay, it's floating down. Needs one more frame, maybe. We'll add the talking later. I really like this. Why did it stop? It got stuck. Got stuck on something. What's wrong? It's all good. Here we go. Okay, he shuffles the papers in, and then he needs to, like, slam the briefcase. Also, is his hand there? Like, does it need to be there? I got it. I got it. I have an idea. Oh, man. I saw a weird bug yesterday! I've got a bug story. Shout out to the enormous spider that was hiding, you're never gonna guess where, inside the tube of toilet paper. And I think you can, you know, picture the scene now. I was not happy. What was he doing there? Enormous spider. Enormous spider. That's not a place for you to be. That's what I said to him. Not happy. Let's just say that. YDK, describe your weird bug. I know proboscis from Power Hour. No! No, I'm supposed to sound smart and educated. Another nice one. LT Ron. LT Ron. All of a sudden, like, every word I've ever learned is, like, gone. LT Ron. 2 wings, cases of a beetle. Oh my god, that's an amazing word. The hardened forewings of certain insects, notably beetles. I didn't know there was a word for that. It's called, oh wait, the pronunciation says Eltran? Eltran. The 2, like, hard wings on a beetle. That is fantastic. Bug facts. There you go. That's too good. I'm curious what the audio is. Oh, for the animation? Or for the music that we're listening to? That's the forbidden zone, silly spider. That zone is off limits. I was so mad. It's like, oh, it's a nice, you know, tunnel for me to hide in. Like, no, it's not. No, you ain't. Oh my god. Yeah, that was a good jump scare. That was a good jump scare the other day. Yeah, I agree. Spiders in the bathroom, it doesn't matter where they are. Just stay out of the bathroom. Come on, man. Like, I know that they're in there because they're thirsty, and, like, you know, I try to remind myself they're just thirsty. It's not a big deal. It's nothing personal. But, oh my god. Get out of my house. Those freaking spiders. It's very rude. It's very rude of them. It's just the worst. Oh man. When I tell you the shock and fear that I felt in that moment. Knowing there was going to be a battle. Okay, here we go. That seems to work pretty well. And then I think we should have one more... You do it like one more time. Do it like one more time. It's like floating. It's floating. Maybe he like throws like one more in. One more in, and then like slams the case shut. The animation, it's hard for me to describe it. It's from like a horror OneyPlays intro, and it has nothing to do with a horror segment, so I'm putting it completely in a different scene. Let's just say Zach makes a very unfunny joke, and that's sort of the joke. How's that? If it has Zach Hadel in it, I'm more likely to animate it because I love Zach Hadel. I do a lot of Zach Hadel bits, that's for sure. Okay, I'll copy and paste this. We'll put the 2 sheets of paper up there. Paste. Okay. There you go. That's more of a hint than I usually give. I'm usually very secretive. Hi, Drawer. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a tiny green bumpy mountain with beetle legs. He had a mountain-shaped Eltaron. Eltaron? That sounds like so like medieval. Like a medieval name. Beetle wings. I must be pronouncing this wrong. I want to press the pronounce this button. The how to pronounce this in the little dictionary pull up I have, but I think everyone in the stream would also hear it. I don't know how loud it's gonna be, so I'm not gonna do it. I need to test that. Beetle wings. In Australia, you keep spiders around the house so they keep the real bad stuff away. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're like pets over there, right? Oh man. I saw a tarantula at the pet store, which was pretty cool. I don't think I would ever have one, but they're kind of interesting. I'll say they're interesting in their way. You know, it's fine. You're hurt nobody when they're in their cage, all safe and sound. That's fine with me. Spiders are definitely creatures that can transform your normal day into a horror show. I'm not afraid of spiders. Like that's what's so funny. I'm generally not like afraid of spiders, but you know, certain times there's times where you don't want to see a spider. And then just like, you know, years of training from like the history of man, you know, and being like programmed to be afraid of spiders just like kicks in, and I'm like, oh my god, this spider needs to get away from me, you know. But like, you know, if I'm like outside and I see a spider, I'm like, oh, he's just doing his thing, you know. I'm not like afraid of him. I think it's just, you know, they invade your home and you're like, well, I don't you're supposed to be outside. Can you add a worm in there somewhere? I like that idea. Do we have a worm in the chat? We do. We've got one worm in the chat. Sorry, that's the garden buddies I'm looking at. Oh man. The only unfunny Zach joke I remember is, yeah, you're as tall or as big as an ant. Dude, I need to animate that one. I need to write that one down. Yeah, I remember that one. You're as tall or as big as an ant. Okay, and then we'll have the suitcase like slam shut. We'll have them slam shut. Duplicate. I'm actually gonna draw. I'll grab this shape. I'll grab this shape and then I'm actually gonna draw like a new pose. Imagine that. Delete, delete, delete. The hand will come down. Remove this. Actually put that back. Put that back. Put that back. Okay. We'll move his hand. So it kind of like slams down. Actually, maybe we do want it on top of the suitcase. Or I'm sorry, the briefcase. Have I been calling it a suitcase? I can't be expected to speak well. You could also turn Spider Lover's Day into a Fab Day. YDK, are you a spider lover? Black spiky caterpillars, most horrifying bug I've seen. Aw, caterpillars. They're not so bad. He's my favorite person on OneyPlays. Definitely Zach Hadel, guaranteed. Easy, easy, easy. Silly little pillars. We have like teeny tiny little caterpillars here. We have ones that are like kind of fuzzy. And they just like, you know, goob around. That's what they do. They don't do much. Then they turn into... The fuzzy ones turn into big ugly moths though. I don't know, they get kind of scary. They get kind of scary once they transform, but when they're little silly caterpillars eating stuff all day, I don't mind them. Okay, there should be like a suitcase handle on this, right? Maybe he slides the suitcase closer to him so that I can make this scene a little bit more compositionally sound. Maybe. I'm gonna redraw this. Times you don't want to see a spider in the shower, in the toilet, in the meal. Oh no, in the meal. That's awful. Maybe he like looks this way. Oh, he looks like he's smiling. No, no, no. No smiling. Only frowning. Like this. So easy to draw. So easy. 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 Awesome. Awesome. Here he is. Greedily clutching his briefcase, not suitcase. Perhaps like this. I'm gonna redraw this arm. I love that there's no context for this. Y'all are just like, what's going on? Yeah. I like to add just like different context to the bits in order to, you know, give them like a sort of a narrative. That's like kind of what I'm like practicing here. Nice. This is working. Is there a delay in the chat? I did just notice like a weird glitch happening on my end. Is that me, or maybe I wasn't scrolling around? Am I a spider lover? Putting a jumping spider in the garden, I would never be another shape again. Oh, we have talked about jumping spiders. Spiders can be squished. Snakes, on the other hand, I like snakes. Does that make me weird? I like snakes. I talked about how I've wanted snakes. I'm one of the like weird pet girls. Like I would probably want like some bug pets or a snake or something. But the problem is you gotta feed them and they eat weird things, and I don't really want to buy those things. Not really. Not really. I think snakes are really cool. Angry eyebrow. Angry eyebrow. Silly caterpillars, God forbid you touch one of the spiky ones. I guess there are poisonous ones. I don't think we have any poisonous ones around here, at least not to humans. Poisonous to birds. Ours are just silly and friendly. And they destroy your tomato plants. I guess there's that. Oh man. Okay, here he is, skeptical eye. Maybe it's just like... I'm gonna redraw this. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try again with this. It's gonna be like really skeptical. Yeah, like that. I like that. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, you know, I forgot the hair. This is great. This is a great expression. This is exactly what I wanted. I forgot his hair, so let's give him his hair. It's slicked back. Business savvy. Oh my god. This is like my favorite expression we've got so far. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Okay, he's... should be holding the suitcase from the other side. I guess it needs its handle still. Maybe we, okay, he does move the suitcase. Excuse me, briefcase. Move it up a little bit. 1, 2... up. Let's move that arm back down. There we go. Okay, now that I've brought the briefcase back out from the edge of the screen, I'm going to redraw this edge. There we go. Okay, and let's give it its handle. I think there's room now for a handle, which is what I was aiming for. You know what? I'm just going to redraw this whole thing. This is not working for me. It's not working. Here we go. 1, 2. We're drawing a brick. 1. We've done it. We're going to need a smear in between this frame and this frame, I think. We'll sort it out. We'll sort that out. Okay, flip. Draw that handle. Oops, I keep just making random smudges all over the animation. I need to fix that. Here we go. Easy. It's that easy. Briefcase. Do you guys rather have a pet owl or a pet raven? I think everybody who has been in the chat or has been to these streams before knows my answer. We are very pro crow, so I would say raven. Raven owls are scary. I like owls. Owls are cute. There's all sorts of silly owls. Barn owls. I don't know what kind of owls we get. I've never I think I've seen like one out in the wild here. But I've like heard them all over the place where you always hear them, you know, hooting. But I've never like, I swear, maybe I've seen one. They pretty much stay to themselves. Yeah, I noticed you never added the worms, so me and the other worm guys are gonna dislike all of your videos. No, please! Here's your worm! Here we go. Are you satisfied? That's a pretty good looking worm. She looks sad. Wait, she looks sad. Sad worm. There you go. That's for you, worm guys. Should have like little legs. Wait. I know worms don't have legs, and that's like definitionally like why they're worms, but I was thinking about caterpillars earlier, so how's that? Or does that like cancel out, you know, this should be a worm, not a caterpillar? It could be an inchworm. Look how sad he is, dude. You made him so sad. Oh, man. Just type avatars worm. There, yes. Yeah, I could be a worm in the chat too. I'm getting so distracted. I'm getting so distracted. I should just like consistently be a worm in the chat for OneyPlays streams. That makes sense to me. There you go. There you go. I'll take off my birthday cake hat and I'll just be just a regular old worm. Silly worm shows up. That's cute. Unfortunately, I drew the worm on the same layer as his hand, so we got a problem there. I'm gonna do a quick smear. One. Something like this. Something like this. Where's my orange? Good, good. A little of this. A little of this. This is where the worm shows up. Yeah. I'll have him hold on that frame. We'll add some talking and all that fun stuff. Suddenly, a worm. A single frame worm cameo. I'm not above adding a single frame worm cameo. Luckily, it lasts a little bit longer since it's a hold frame for now. We'll see. We'll see. Blink and you'll miss it. Oh my god. Oh my god, we don't have, like, any time left. I think we're stuck with the worm now. Clean up this. Let's clean this bit up right here. It's just a little scraggly bit. Would his suit be, like, visible? Maybe we need to add that. Just his tie? Wait a minute, should I just... Can I get away with this? It's like a slight collar. There we go. Looks good. Looks good. Looking sharp. I'm gonna do a little bit of a blue here. Nice. You should have like a... Do one more thing. Do one more thing. You can draw his hand from behind the briefcase. I'm like hesitant every time I say briefcase now. Hand. So sassy. Sassy hand up. Looks good to me. I have a childhood memory of my sister, two friends, and I were all camping out by a hotel room window watching an owl in the courtyard until we had to go to bed. Woke up the next morning to a statue. Was it one of those, people make like owl statues to like keep away other birds? Do you think they work? Do you think like, or maybe it's rodents? What are those owl statues for? Do you really think a silly little mouse is gonna be fooled by an owl statue? I don't really think they even look up. Like how, like, I feel like mice are only worried about like what's on the ground in front of them. I don't think they're looking around too much. Alrighty. That's my thought of the day. It's so silly. That's so silly. Alrighty. My work alarm has gone off. I've got to head off for work for the day. It's time for me to go to work. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. Thanks so much for chatting. Oh, let me let this play so we can see all the work we did today. We actually didn't get very far. We actually didn't get too far. I kept looking up random words instead of actually animating. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank y'all so much for watching. I do art and animation streams every day during the week. Check out my OneyPlays animated. I have a whole playlist on this channel. I have other fan animations, original animations too. And I will probably be back tomorrow working on this same project. I do a little bit of variety streams here and there, so, you know, feel free to tune in, see what I'm up to, see what I'm working on. Thanks so much, y'all. I hope to catch y'all in the next one.